Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to win. Not maybe, not hopefully, not if things go my way. I am going to win. That's a declaration. That's a promise to myself. That's a commitment I'm making right now, right here, in this moment. And nothing is going to stop me from achieving what I've set out to achieve. Nobody is going to prevent me from becoming who I'm destined to become. No obstacle is going to keep me from winning what I'm determined to win. Listen to me very carefully. Winning starts in your mind before it manifests in your life. Before your hands hold the trophy, your thoughts have to hold it. Before your feet cross the finish line, your mind has to cross it. Before your reality reflects success, your mentality has to embrace success. I am going to win because I've already won the mental battle. I've already conquered the psychological war. I've already dominated the internal fight. The external victory is just the manifestation of the internal certainty I've already established. I am going to win because I've made a decision that transcends my feelings. I don't win based on how I feel. I win based on what I do. I don't achieve based on my emotions. I achieve based on my emotions. I achieve based on my actions. I don't succeed based on my moody. I succeed based on my movement. My commitment to winning is not dependent on favorable conditions. It's not contingent on perfect circumstances, based on ideal situations. My commitment to winning is absolute, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what's happening around me, regardless of the obstacles in my path. And let me tell you something about this declaration. When you say, I am going to win with absolute certainty, with complete conviction, with total belief, the entire universe shifts to accommodate that declaration. Opportunities that were hidden become visible. Doors that were closed begin to open. Resources that were unavailable start to appear. Because your certainty creates a magnetic force that attracts everything you need to win. Your conviction generates a gravitational pull that draws success toward you. Your belief establishes a frequency that resonates with victory. I am going to win because I refuse to accept any other outcome. Failure is not an option in my vocabulary. Defeat is not a possibility in my reality. Giving up is not a choice in my life. I have eliminated these concepts from my consciousness. I have deleted these words from my language. I have removed these possibilities from my future. There is only one outcome I'm willing to accept: victory. There is only one result I'm working toward: success. There is only one destination I'm heading to: achievement. You want to know the difference between people who win and people who don't? People who win have made has a cost. I recognize that achievement requires payment. I acknowledge that victory demands sacrifice. And I'm willing to pay that cost. I'm ready to make that payment. I'm prepared to offer that sacrifice. Whatever it takes, however long it takes, at whatever price it takes, I'm all in. I'm fully committed. I'm completely dedicated. The price of winning includes early mornings when my body wants to sleep, late nights when my mind wants to rest, weekends when my friends are partying and I'm working, holidays when my family is relaxing and I'm grinding, comfortable moments that I have to sacrifice for uncomfortable growth, temporary pleasures that I have to surrender for permanent success, immediate gratification that I have to postpone for long-term achievement. And I'm willing to pay all of it, every single penny, every last sacrifice, every required cost. I am going to win because my why is bigger than my obstacles. My purpose is greater than my challenges. My vision is more powerful than my circumstances. When you have a strong enough why, the how doesn't matter. When your purpose is clear enough, the path reveals itself. When your vision is compelling enough, the obstacles become irrelevant. I know why I'm fighting. I understand my purpose. I see my vision. And that clarity gives me unstoppable power. That understanding gives me unbreakable strength. That vision gives me unshakable determination. My why is not superficial. It's not surface level. It's not shallow. My why comes from the PTH of my soul. It comes from the core of my being. It comes from the essence of who I am. My why is connected to my family. It's linked to my purpose. It's tied to my legacy. My why is about changing generations. It's about breaking cycles. It's about creating opportunities for those who come after me. And when your why is that deep, when your purpose is that profound, when your vision is that significant, Nitegas can stop you from winning. I am going to win because I've surrounded myself with winners. I've positioned myself around champions. I've placed myself among victors. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. You adopt the mindset of your circle. You absorb the energy of your environment. And I've deliberately chosen to be around people who win, people who succeed, people who achieve. Their winning mentality is contagious. Their success mindset is infectious. Their victory attitude is transferable. And I'm infected with the winning virus. I'm contaminated with the success disease. I'm influenced by the victory spirit. But I've also had to cut off people who don't support my vision. I've had to distance myself from individuals who don't believe in my dreams. I've had to separate from those who drain my energy instead of adding to it. That wasn't easy. That wasn't comfortable. That wasn't fun, but it was necessary. Because you cannot win with the wrong people in your corner. You cannot succeed with toxic influences in your circle. You cannot achieve with energy vampires in your life. So I made the hard choices. I established the necessary boundaries. I created the required discipline. And that decision to protect my environment is one of the reasons I'm going to win. I am going to win because I've invested too much to quit now. I've sacrificed too much to give up. I've committed too much to walk away. Every early morning, I drag myself out of bed when I wanted to sleep. Every late night, I pushed through when I was exhausted. Every weekend, I worked when others were relaxing. Every party I missed. Every invitation I declined. Every comfort I surrendered. Every pleasure I postponed. It's all been investment in my victory. It's all been payment toward my success. It's all been contribution to my achievement. And I'm not about to let all that investment go to waste. I'm not going to allow all that sacrifice to be for nothing. I'm not going to permit all that commitment to be meaningless. Those investments are going to pay dividends. Those sacrifices are going to produce returns. Those commitments are going to generate results. I'm going to see this through to victory. I'm going to push this through to success. I'm going to drive this through to achievement. I am going to win because I learned from every experience. Success teaches me what works. Failure shows me what doesn't. Victory confirms effective strategies. Defeat reveals necessary adjustments. I'm not afraid of failure because I understand that failure is feedback. It's not final. It's informational. It's not fatal. It's educational. It's not the end. It's instruction for the next attempt. Every time I fall, I learn what made me fall so I don't repeat it. Every time I lose, I study what caused the loss so I can correct it. Every time I fail, I analyze what went wrong so I can fix it. This means I'm getting better with every attempt. I'm improving with every effort. I'm evolving with every experience. I'm not the same person who started this journey. I'm stronger. I'm wiser. I'm more capable. I'm more skilled. I'm more prepared. Every obstacle I've overcome has made me tougher. Every challenge I've faced has made me stronger. Every difficulty I've endured has made me more resilient. I'm being forged in the fire. I'm being refined in the furnace. I'm being shaped in the storm. And what's emerging is a champion. What's being created is a winner. What's being formed is a victor. I am going to win because I take complete responsibilities for my results. I don't blame circumstances. I don't point fingers at others. I don't make excuses about conditions. My success is my responsibility. My victory is my job. My achievement is my duty. I am the architect of my success. I am the builder of my victory. I am the creator of my achievements. And when you take full responsibility, when you accept complete ownership, when you embrace total accountability, you gain power. You acquire control. You obtain agency. Blaming others gives them power over you. Making excuses about circumstances makes you a victim of those circumstances. Pointing fingers at external factors makes you dependent on those factors. But taking responsibility, that gives you the power. That puts you in control. That makes you the determining factor in your success. I control my effort. I determine my attitude. I decide my actions. And those things, effort, attitude, actions, those are what create results. Those are what generate success. Those are what produce victory. I am going to win because I see opportunities where others see problems. I recognize possibilities where others see limitations. I identify solutions where others see obstacles. My perspective determines my reality. My mindset shapes my experience. My attitude creates my outcome. Two people can face the same situation and have completely different experiences based on their perspective. One sees an insurmountable obstacle. I see a challenge to overcome. One sees an impossible situation. I see an opportunity to grow. One sees a reason to quit. I see a reason to push harder. This mindset shift is everything. It's the difference between winning and losing. It's the separation between success and failure. It's the distinction between achievement and defeat. And I've chosen the winning perspective. I've adopted the victorious mindset. I've embraced the triumphant attitude. I look at the world through the lens of possibility, through the filter of opportunity, through the frame of victory. And that perspective is making me unstoppable. I am going to win because I'm willing to stand alone if necessary. I don't need a crowd to validate me. I don't require approval to pursue my dreams. I don't seek permission to chase my goals. If everyone believes in me, grief. If nobody believes in me, I'm irrelevant. Because the most important person who needs to believe in me is me. The most critical approval I need is my own. The most vital permission I require is from myself. And I believe in me. I approve of my dreams. I give myself permission to succeed. This independence from external validation is liberating. It's empowering. It's transformative. When your belief doesn't depend on others believing, when your confidence doesn't require external validation, when your certainty doesn't need outside confirmation, you become free. You become powerful. You become unstoppable. Because nobody can take away what they didn't give you. Nobody can destroy what they didn't create. Nobody can eliminate what they didn't establish. I am going to win because I understand that pressure creates diamonds. Heat forges steel, resistance builds strength. The challenges I'm facing are not designed to break me, they're designed to make me. The obstacles I'm encountering are not meant to stop me, they're meant to strengthen me. The difficulties I'm experiencing are not trying to defeat me, they're trying to develop me. Every pressure I feel is compressing me into something more valuable. Every bit of heat I experience is purifying me into something stronger. Every resistance I encounter is building me into something more powerful. So I welcome the pressure. I embrace the heat. I appreciate the resistance. I don't run from difficulty. I run toward it. I don't avoid challenges. I attack them. I don't hide from obstacles. I conquer them because I understand what they're creating. I recognize what they're producing. I see what they're forming. A champion, a winner, a victor. And that's what every bit of pressure, every degree of heat, every ounce of resistance. I am going to win because my hunger is greater than my obstacles. My desire is stronger than my challenges. My ambition is more powerful than my circumstances. I want this more than I fear the difficulty. I desire this more than I dread the sacrifice. I'm ambitious enough to overcome any obstacle. When your hunger is intense enough, when your desire is strong enough, when your ambition is powerful enough, nothing can stop you. Nobody can prevent you. No circumstance can defeat you. My hunger keeps me awake at night. My desire gets me up in the morning. My ambition drives me throughout the day. I'm obsessed with winning. I'm consumed with achieving. I'm possessed by succeeding. This isn't casual interest. This is obsession. This isn't mild preference. This is passion. This isn't simple want. This is need. I need to win like I need to breathe. I'm driven to succeed like I'm driven to survive. I'm compelled to achieve like I'm compelled to live. I am going to win because I practice gratitude even in the struggle. I appreciate the journey even in the difficulty. I value the process even in the pain. Gratitude creates positive energy. Appreciation generates powerful momentum. Thankfulness produces purposeful action. I'm grateful for the opportunity to compete. I appreciate the chance to pursue my dreams. I'm thankful for the ability to work toward victory. Not everyone gets this opportunity. Not everyone has this chance. Not everyone possesses this ability. There are people who would give anything to be in my position. There are individuals who would trade places with me in a heartbeat. There are people who don't have the health, the resources, the opportunities that I have. So even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, even when it's painful, I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful. And that gratitude fuels my effort. That appreciation energizes my work. That thankfulness motivates my hustle. I am going to win because I celebrate progress, not just perfection. I acknowledge improvement, not just completion. I recognize advancement, not just arrival. Every step forward is a victory. Every inch of progress is a win. Every moment of growth is a success. Too many people only celebrate the final destination and miss all the beautiful moments along the journey. They only recognize the ultimate achievement and overlook all the incremental progress. But I celebrate every win. I acknowledge every improvement. I recognize every advancement. Today I did more than yesterday. Victory. This week I'm stronger than last week. Success. This month I'm better than last month. Achievement. These celebrations build momentum. They generate confidence. They create motivation. And that momentum, that confidence, that motivation, It propels me toward the ultimate victory. It drives me toward the final success. It pushes me toward complete achievement. I am going to win because my future self is counting on my present self. My tomorrow depends on my today. My destiny relies on my current decisions. Every choice I make right now is creating the life I'll live later. Every action I take today is building the success I'll experience tomorrow. Every effort I invest now is constructing the victory I'll celebrate eventually. I owe it to my future self to win. I owe it to my tomorrow to succeed. I owe it to my destiny to achieve. When I'm tempted to quit, I think about my future self. When I'm considering giving up, I consider my tomorrow. When I'm contemplating surrender, I contemplate my destiny. And I can't let them down. I can't disappoint my future self. I can't abandon my tomorrow. I can't betray my destiny. They're counting on me. They're depending on me. They're relying on me. So I push through. I persist. I continue for them, for my future, for my destiny. I am going to win because I've decided that this is my time. This is my season. This is my moment. I'm not waiting for permission. I'm not seeking approval. I'm not asking for a chance. I'm taking my chance. I'm claiming my moment. I'm declaring my season. The time is now. The season is here. The moment is present, and I'm seizing it with both hands. I'm grabbing it with full force. I'm claiming it with complete conviction. Too many people wait for the right time that never comes. They wait for perfect conditions that never exist. They wait for ideal circumstances that never materialize. But I'm not waiting. I'm acting, I'm moving, I'm executing right now, in this moment, under these circumstances, perfect or not, ideal or not, right or not, because waiting is guaranteed failure. Hesitation is certain defeat. Delay is assured loss. But action, movement, execution, that gives me a chance, and that provides OPP or opportunity. That creates business. I am going to win because winning is not just about me. It's about everyone watching me. My children are watching. My family is observing. My community is noticing. When I win, I show them what's possible. When I succeed, I demonstrate what's achievable. When I achieve, I prove what's attainable. My victory becomes their inspiration. My success becomes their motivation. My achievement becomes their exlental. I'm not just winning for me. I'm winning for them. I'm not just succeeding for my benefit. I'm succeeding for their encouragement. I'm not just achieving for my sake. I'm achieving for their hope. And that responsibility, that accountability, that obligation, it makes me stronger. It makes me more determined. It makes me more committed. Because when you're fighting for something bigger than yourself, when you're working for someone other than yourself, when you're pushing for a purpose beyond yourself, you find superhuman strength. You discover extraordinary power. You unlock unlimited potential. I am going to win because I've already seen it. I've already visualized it. I've already experienced it in my mind. I've rehearsed the victory 1,000 times in my thoughts. I've practiced the success 1,000,000 times in my imagination. I've lived the achievement repeatedly in my visualization. And what you see consistently in your mind eventually manifests in your reality. What you imagine repeatedly in your thoughts eventually materializes in your life. What you visualize constantly in your meditation eventually appears in your experience. This is not wishful thinking. This is cracking to visualize it. This is not daydreaming. This is mental rehearsal. This is not fantasy. This is psychological preparation. Athletes do this. Champions do this. Winners do this. They see themselves succeeding before they actually succeed. They experience victory mentally before they experience it physically. They achieve in their imagination before they achieve in their reality. And that mental achievement prepares them for the actual achievement. That internal victory sets them up for the external victory. That psychological success creates the physical success. I am going to win. That's not a hope. That's a declaration. That's not a wish. That's a commitment. That's not a maybe. That's a certainty. And I'm going to win not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, not because it's certain. I'm going to win because I've decaded to win, because I've committed to winning, because I've declared victory, and nothing will stop me. Nobody will prevent me. No obstacle will keep me from achieving what I'm destined to achieve. Stop reading, stop listening, stop planning. Go win. Your victory is waiting. So move, ACT, execute, win, 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 win.